If you're looking for some fun bug activities for toddlers and preschoolers, then you're in the right place. In this video, I'm sharing 12 bug and insect themed activities for toddlers and preschoolers that will support your child's development while they learn through play. So if you want to see all the activities that we have in store for today, then stay tuned. Welcome back everyone, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Jess and I am a toddler mom as well as a former preschool and kindergarten teacher and the creator of The Innovative Mama. If you're looking for more educational activities for your toddler or preschooler, then be sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss out on any of the fun. All of the bug and insect activities I'm about to show you are available in the bug unit of my Tiny Tots toddler curriculum. Tiny Tots is a differentiated play-based curriculum for children ages 18 months to 3 years. So if you want to know more, then check out the links in the description box below. Now let's jump into our 12 bug and insect activities for toddlers and preschoolers. First up, we have some bug-themed fine motor activities. These activities will help develop the small muscle group in your child's hands and fingers. Spray the Bugs is such a fun way to get a little outdoor water play and fine motor work in. All you need is some sidewalk chalk and a spray bottle. We have an old wooden fence, so we just use that to draw some bugs on, but you can also do this on a concrete surface. We drew different colored bugs and just had our son Luke spray them with the spray bottle, which he absolutely loved. The action of squeezing the trigger of the spray bottle is really great for strengthening your child's hand and finger muscles. If your child needs more of a challenge, you can instruct them to spray the bug of a particular color or draw some letters or numbers in the bugs, then call them out for your child to identify by spraying them. This next activity involves some colored dot stickers and either a ladybug or caterpillar cutout, depending on your child's readiness level. In this example, I printed the ladybug template for my Tiny Tots bug unit and had Luke stick some dot stickers on the back of the ladybug. If your child needs more of a challenge, you can turn this into a color matching activity. Simply cut out some different colored circles of construction paper, then tape them to the wall to make a caterpillar. Have your child match the dot stickers to the correct color. If your child is having a hard time peeling the stickers themselves, you can start the peeling for them, or you can peel off the backing of the sticker sheet, which makes it a lot easier to peel the stickers from the sheet. So there's a little tip for you. This bug rescue bin is super simple, but great for those little finger muscles. Simply take a small bin and wrap some yarn around it in different directions before throwing some plastic bugs in there. I love these colored bugs from Learning Resources. We use them for so many different bug themed activities, so I will definitely link them in the description box below if you want to grab a set for yourself. I placed a small bug catcher that I picked up from Dollar Tree next to the bin and had Luke rescue the bugs by grabbing them from the bin and placing them in the bug catcher. You can make this activity more challenging by adding a filler to your bin, such as dried beans, rice, or pasta, or by having your child use large plastic tweezers to rescue the bugs. Our next category is bug-themed sensory activities. Sensory bins are amazing. If you've seen my other videos, you know how much I love them. So naturally, our first sensory activity is a bug-themed sensory bin. You can choose whatever materials you'd like for your sensory bin. For this one, I threw some dried black beans in one bin as a filler, then some colored green rice on the other side. By the way, if you want to know how to make colored rice, then definitely check out my colored rice recipe video after this, which will be linked in the description box below. I then threw in some little nets, some plastic bugs, a bug catching container, plastic tweezers, and a magnifying glass, and let Luke explore. Full disclosure, he is super into the fillers of sensory bins right now, so he was mostly playing with the rice and beans, but he did pick up the bugs from time to time. Don't worry if your child does the same thing. There is no right or wrong way to play with a sensory bin. It's all about exploration. This frozen bug rescue is so fun, and setup is pretty simple. I placed some plastic bugs in a Pyrex dish with some water and a few drops of food coloring. Just make sure to use a freezer-safe bowl or container so that you don't get any cracked glass. The next day, I ran some warm water over the bottom of the dish to loosen up the ice. Then once it fell out, I placed it in a shallow plastic bin with a small cup of salt, a turkey baster, some warm salt water, and some large plastic tweezers. We ventured outside and I showed Luke how to pour the water over the ice to help make it melt. He's still pretty young for this, so he didn't quite grasp the concept of getting the bugs out of the ice, but he loved the water play. This is still a great sensory activity for a younger toddler, even if they don't quite get the concept of the bug rescue. They're still exploring the different states of water and getting some sensory playtime in. Our next category of activities is gross motor activities. These activities work the larger muscle groups of the body, like the arms, legs, and torso. A great way to get those little arms moving is with this sticky spiderweb activity. My husband Mike and I set up some painter's tape across the door frame. You'll want to position this low enough for your child to be able to throw objects at, but high enough that they won't walk into it. We then had Luke try and throw some cotton balls and stick them to the web. This is definitely a great activity for older toddlers or preschool age children. Luke actually liked picking the cotton balls off of the spider web, which is totally fine. Don't be afraid to modify an activity to fit your child's needs and wants. Just go with the flow. The bottom line is they're learning and exploring however they choose to do an activity. These are simply some ideas to get things going. Next up for our gross motor activities, we have swat the bugs. I have a set of colored and black and white bug printables in my Tiny Tots bug unit, so I just printed those out and laminated them before cutting them out and taping them to the wall. I handed Luke a swatter and showed him how to swat the bugs. To make this activity more challenging, you can call out a specific color for your child to swat, or add some letters or numbers to the bugs and call out a specific one to have your child identify by swatting it. Capture the bugs takes almost no prep, but your child will love it. I scattered some plastic bugs across the living room, then instructed Luke to run around and collect the bugs and put them in his bug catcher. He absolutely loved running around the room for this activity. If you want to make this activity more challenging, then you can have your child pick up the bugs with some large plastic tweezers. Cognitive activities have to do with how your child thinks, explores, and figures things out in the world around them. Our first bug-themed cognitive activity is bug and insect counting. I printed these jar printables from the Tiny Tots bug unit and helped Luke count out the number of bugs indicated at the top of the jar. 1, 2, 3. Good job! Even if your child is not really counting yet, you can do this activity with them as a great way to model counting in order. You can also model one-to-one correspondence, which is the act of counting each object in a set only one time with one touch per object. So every time you count an object, you'd say the number out loud as you touch the object. 1, 2, 3. That's an example of one-to-one correspondence. If your child is more familiar with counting, I also included a blank jar with number cards along with printable bug cards that can be used for a more independent version of this activity. An important early skill for your child to work on is recognizing and identifying their own name. This caterpillar name activity will help them do just that. I printed 2 copies of the caterpillar template from my Tiny Tots bug unit and wrote Luke's name on each set. I laid the caterpillar out with his name on the table and then had him match the letters of his name in order one at a time. I was originally going to have him place the letters right on top of the original caterpillar, but he placed them above them, so I just went with it and let him do it. He is getting the hang of saying each letter of his name, but if he forgot one, I just said it out loud for him and then went back and repeated the whole spelling of his name at the end. What's this one? K. What does that spell? No. If your child is new to name activities, you can help them by saying each letter and trying to have them repeat it as you guide them in placing the letter on the matching piece. If your child needs more of a challenge, only print one set of circles and have them assemble their name independently without a guide to work from. Our last category is art activities. First, we have potato stamp ladybugs. You simply cut a potato in half, dip it in red paint, and help your child stamp it on a piece of white paper. When they're done, have them dip their thumb in some black paint and stamp it at the top for the heads of the ladybugs, then on the backs for the spots. Finish by drawing 2 little lines at the top of the head for the antennae. These fingerprint bugs were super cute. I printed the jar template for my bug curriculum and had Luke use his finger to dot multiple different colored bugs on the paper. Once they were dry, I went ahead and added some eyes and little details for each bug. I have so many more bug-themed activities and printables in my Tiny Tots bug unit, so be sure to check that out in the description box below. If you enjoyed these ideas, then please give that thumbs up button a click and let us know in the comments which one was your favorite. Don't forget to subscribe before you go for more early childhood activities. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.